Straight up podcast. No editing, no nothing. Whatever I say, it's gonna go straight onto YouTube. Whether I stutter or flutter, it's going on. I'm a YouTuber. I love watching all kinds of YouTube, like weightlifting. I was I was kind of into Jay Williams on the prison. He's talk about prison experience. After a while, it gets kind of like same story over and over. So I kind of weaned off of that. And just recently, I came across these videos. Kind of interesting. It's Graveyard of the Rich and Famous. Wow, Graveyard of the Famous. And I don't know why I got hooked into it. And it goes all over the United States, all over the world, in fact. And it shows graveyard of rich people, well, famous people, like poets, like Van Gogh. I think it was Van Gogh. Oh, Mozart. And also here in the United States, you have the owner of Walmart, Sam Walton, I think. Anyway, graveyards of the famous. I guess I got into it because I think about it. Even though they're dead, their death tells a story. All those people in the grave once lived, they once roamed the earth. And you wonder what kind of life they led. How did they live their life before they departed under 6 feet on the ground? And I wonder, when I die, will people come visit my grave and say, hey, look, here lies Behold, Vale. And people go, whoa, hey, that's him. Or they'll just step over and say, who is this guy? I don't know. Let me see. What's his name? Mijo Vale. I have no clue. I guess these guys made an impact. Maybe I want to leave my mark where people would want to come and visit my grave and say, wow, this is Mijo. This is a guy who did this, who did that. But sadly enough, from all the way up to now, I've accomplished nothing. I have zero to show for. Nobody knows me. I'm not famous. So if I die now, I'll be in a grave and no one will know. So that's my question out there. What kind of life we will leave behind? What kind of legacy we'll leave behind? Will people remember us and say, wow, this is John. This is John. He wrote this song. He wrote this. He screenplay this movie. He wrote this movie. You know, it's kind of interesting that as I was watching this episodes, and a lot of things I didn't know. Like they will show who's the writer of the Wizard of Oz. They'll show the cast and characters, who wrote it, who composed it, and they'll show their grave. So in a way, it's like history. I love history. And do we leave history behind for others to look upon? So that's the thing. Do we leave a legacy? Or do we leave a legend? Or do we leave a lack of nothing? What is our life to be? Of course, there were some people that were famous, like Jesse James and the Younger brothers. Of course, I don't want to leave that kind of legacy. I don't want to leave that kind of mark. I don't want to be known. Hey, this is the guy who's killed his whole family. This guy was a murderer. No, no, no. When I mean legacy, I want to leave something behind that'll be positive. And will we be that? Will we leave behind a positive legacy, or will we be just losers? So far, I'm a loser. I'll be honest with you. I'm on the path of loserness. I try not to change that. That's why I do what I do. I do TikToks, I do Instagram, I do YouTube. I write songs, but none being published. I write. I'm gonna write what you call stories. Went nowhere. I enter contests for writing contests. Won nothing. But I'll keep trying. I'll keep trying. At least I can. At least put on my headstone. We tried. But failed. At least I tried. Try to leave something behind, and try to leave something positive, especially for my children and my children's children. What will you leave behind?